Yes. All right. So have you ever just sat there and realized this is it? Like, this is your life?
Yes.
You know, we spend so much time waiting for life to start. And one day you realize, oh, shit, it already did. So today we're talking about life and how we're all just kind of wasting it, but in a fun way.
Yes, and definitely in a fun way.
Exactly.
There's a lot of things that happen that give you that, hey, it's worth it. And then there's things that happen that don't, but we're going to focus on the, hey, it's worth it.
Well, you also got to think about how we operate. Our lives are wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat.
Yep.
And at what point do you realize you're just existing and not living?
I have realized that. I've realized that last year. I can remember the day I was like, this is bullshit. Like, all I do is go to work, pay bills, come home, count out what I have left, maybe get some Chinese food. And that's supposed to be like the highlight.
Your little treat. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. And I'm like this sucks.
Right. Exactly.
This isn't what adulthood when I was a kid I thought it was going to be at all.
Right. And I feel like I'm in the same motion constantly. Like, even as my schedule rotates, I really look forward to that week off. But whenever I get back into it, I'm like, here we go again.
Yep. Ugh, I don't want to be here.
I mean, but on a different note, though, how don't you think it's important for us to realize, like, whenever I say realize, like, to completely open our eyes to what we are capable of and to just let all the good in and let all the good flow and just become your higher self.
And but how do you do that? How do you let go of the negativity, the petty, the bullshit, the stuff you've been holding on to for years? How do you let it go just for your own benefit? And I find it hard to do that myself.
You just stop caring about what anybody but you thinks. That's the secret.
You know
what? It's not that you don't care about their feelings. It's not that you don't care about who they are as a person. It's not that you don't care about that. It's that you don't care about what they think of you.
I would like to be able to handle that all the time. And sometimes you've seen me. Sometimes I can come up with that cavalier, I don't give an F-U-C-K attitude. And then other times I'm sitting in my room sobbing because I can't understand why somebody didn't say hello to me.
Yeah, I can get that. I think with that part of it, I've kind of turned that off because I don't know if I've become jaded. I really don't know, but part of me has been able to shut that off and I just really could care less. And I don't mean like, oh, we think like, I don't know, like if someone thought I was weird or if someone thought I was just strange or odd or different, I don't give a shit.
Nobody wants to be normal. That's the one thing. Why would you want to be normal? I could never figure that out.
Right. I know. I march to the beat of my own drum and I 100% like my tune.
See? I don't think I'm there yet. I'm trying. And you've seen with weird shit that I start, but I'm also very much like, I like to help people and I like to be that person that helps. I don't even need like the recognition for helping, but I am a quiet helper. I want to be the helper.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm stuck in that role.
Yeah, but you can easily pull yourself out of that. Like,
I can't say no. I actually went to a counseling meeting with somebody who said to me, you have to say no. No, I'm not going to do that for you. No, he goes, you could make it as simple as your kids doing their own laundry instead of you doing it. And all you have to do is say no. And then don't be there when they do the laundry. Well, you know what? Go somewhere, go get a cup of coffee, leave the house so that you aren't tempted to finish it, to fix it, to try
to do it your way. And it's hard too, because sometimes I think my kids intentionally do things the stupid way just so I'll take over.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, but the thing is you have to allow yourself to be able to say no. No should be as easy as saying yes.
But it's not.
It should be, though.
Because I don't like to see people disappointed.
Yeah, but they're not disappointed in you. They're disappointed that they're not getting what they want.
Yeah.
How does that, you understand what I mean,
no,
right?
100%, but
like there has to be a balance. You have
to look at somebody's face of like, oh, you don't want me to do this. Oh, you're not going to support me. Oh, you're not going to just say yes and allow me to have it. And to be honest, I think that's a lot of my own issues of why I feel like I'm not a priority and things of that nature, which I have spoke about in things. And it's making yourself the priority and like you said, marching to your own beat, being your own person and being able to love yourself and let other people love your true self, whoever that is.
Right.
But have you ever been your true self to yourself? Because I think my true self is a petty, mean lady who has a lot of cats and chickens and likes to yell mean things at people and then feel bad about it.
Sounds like we have the same inner lady.
She's crotchety and she stands there giving the finger.
Except for the chickens. I don't know if I could do the chickens. I feel like I know you like chickens, so I'm not offended by your chickens. I don't hate your chickens, but I don't want to take care of chickens.
Oh, I don't even do that. You've seen me. I'm like, the day that rooster got out, I just went down there and I cut apple and flung it at all the chickens. I wouldn't let him have it.
Serious?
I had to chase him. I am not dealing with that. You don't get any apple. So he watched his girls eat apple while I kept him at bay.
You're like, neener.
Yes, I did.
You shouldn't have ran.
45 minutes. He's lucky I didn't eat him. You can eat rooster. I'm sure you can. I'm sure it's not good, but you can probably eat it.
Wait, I feel stupid right now. Wait, I should know that because hens, duh, Jennifer. Never mind. I'm sorry. It just made sense when I said hen in my head.
Yeah, you gotta feed them something different to make them meat birds. My birds are all egg birds. Yeah, you have to change and they have to upgrade their protein and the amount of fat that they intake. Where like right now, my birds are very lean because they went through. They're done with their winter, so they're leaning out and now they're out and they're eating off the ground and bugs and everything else on top of their own food, on top of the vitamins we give them for their eggs, calcium and different things.
Okay, so eggs, yeah.
To create more eggs, which half the time
will they fatten up when it gets warm?
A little bit, not much more than what they are now.
Oh, okay.
And I let them run wherever they want because, I am that lady who doesn't really care if my chicken's in your yard. You can give me a call and I'll say, yeah, I'll be over in a little bit.
Well, sorry, I'm bringing us back.
I'm glad you do.
I mean, I would love to hear about your cock, but
later.
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Jasmine.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. And my own kids. Sorry, Faith and Trinity, that I immediately talked about that.
So do you think you've ever had a day? Ooh, I didn't mean to bump that. Do you think you've ever had a day where you don't even remember it? Like you think to yourself, did I live or did I just survive it?
Oh, definitely survive. Definitely. There's days
like, do you have days where you feel like you're wondering to yourself, did I really live the day? Or did I just survive it?
I'm going to say that I haven't had anything. Well, no, that's not true. I have had days where I'm going to say all I did was survive. And they were horrible days where things happened to either myself or somebody in my family. And it was scary. And like, it was a survival day. The living part, I don't know. To be honest with you, I sometimes sit there and I think like, and I've been talking about it. Like, I want to live. I don't want to worry about like, I got to make sure that I pay these 80 bills. I got to sit here and open my National Grid bill and worry about the price. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to go to that weird restaurant that's on the side of the road that maybe I could catch something, but it could be the best meal I ever had. What the hell do I know? I want to live and go try that or die trying it. You just want
to have those opportunities.
Exactly.
Yeah. I get that.
And it would be nice if and then you look at the state of the world, and not to bring that into it, but like gas prices and everything else.
Oh my God, gas prices.
How are we supposed to survive?
We had a big conversation at work about gas prices. Yeah. They are ridiculous. And, it's actually going to be a big deal, like, because a lot of travel nurses and stuff, like, are they going to raise their pay to accommodate the gas prices? I don't know.
$4 a gallon, somebody posted in Ohio.
Oh my God.
That's Ohio. And we are a major state player, not to saying where we live.
Well, but I have to tell you, whenever I moved here, whenever I went through Missouri, it was like $2 cheaper there than it was here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in New York, I think just typically a lot of things are more expensive. So that's crazy to hear that Ohio has the same price gas as us.
Yeah, it really is. And I wasn't sure where the person was. They had just posted gas is $4 in Ohio. And I was like, holy shit.
Damn. Well, I think that even in my day to day, I do have days where I think to myself, did I just live or did I live it or did I just survive it? And it doesn't even have to be a catastrophic moment. Sometimes I just have days where I am not on. And I have always referred to myself as like a battery. Once my battery is low, I have to have recharge. And a lot of times that recharge for me is time with my family. It's time in nature. It's really weird. I love to go out and just ground myself on some good rock. And that tends to recharge my battery. And then the people that I choose to keep company with, if even I want and I value those people that do not exhaust my battery.
Yeah.
And
or at least
the ones that can help replenish.
Bit.
Yes. And that's super important to me. I think that a lot of the reasons why I'm able to like have my self-love and be able to say no and be able to like stand up for myself has been because I have made great connections in life that have taught me how to get to that point, because I was a very timid, very meek person. I said what I thought, but a lot of people always thought that I was just joking.
Yeah.
And I think that I used that humor and that comedy to silently like say, hey, I'm struggling in here. And nobody really realized it except for those people that are my tribe.
And you're right. How many times did you think, if I say this, am I going to be standing alone?
Right.
And should I do it? Because I don't know. Would I be standing alone? And that's everybody's
scary.
Fear.
It's
am
scary.
I going to stand up there alone? And I don't believe that I have anybody, and I hate to say it because I do think you would stand with me.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Still, I think about like, here with our podcast and Mom for a Minute and building something. And I believe that it's going to be fantastic. Everything that we're doing.
I say it's going to be too, because I'm putting it out into the universe. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. And I think to myself that this is it. This is the thing. This is the mark. This is the time. This is where all the stuff that I did helping others is going to come together, because this is going to help others. And I can be that help. And whether it's quiet and it's the people who listen to the podcast, or it's people who see me on the street, or, how you and I had discussed starting these places where we'll go and be available for people to talk to about Mom for a Minute, about the podcast, about, the wild crap we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we're going to meet people and I'm hoping this following of people who can just start putting this kindness out into the world. And then people like us, there's got to be people
can gather
like us,
and
find your tribe and find your people, find that person who's like, you're not going to stand alone.
Exactly.
You are loved. You are here. You are important.
Right. That's important too. And Kelly and I actually, since she's talking about Mom for a Minute, I want to point out a few things. Kelly and I have been kind of talking in the background, and we're going to try to do a little local stuff. We've talked about maybe looking into doing like school supplies or even adopting some families for holidays.
And we actually did have a reach out from somebody from the local library, and they were interested. And I did talk to a woman who works with a connection to, not religious, but they're based out of a church.
Uh-huh.
They're not offering a religious aspect to what we are talking about, but they are offering assistance.
Oh, okay. That's great.
And they do something similar with backpacks for children who need food for the weekend and stuff. And they're very interested. And these are women who have listened to us.
Oh, nice.
So
we
they already know
you.
They already know how nuts we are. And that makes things a lot easier. And I want to help and not for nothing, these programs are programs that I have helped with and that my children have helped with. That's each
great.
One of my children have this group on their resume, on their college application, everything of somebody that they helped for 7, 8, 9 years, depending, with a plethora of different programs that they offer. So, and we could talk about them once we're established to what our relationship is going to be with them and with our podcast and with our mission statement. And then if we are, I don't mind promoting what they're doing if the reaction is the same.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the reason I want to go ahead and say like this is something that we're looking to try to start doing is because like these are just ideas. We are open to ideas that you have, any ideas that you want to give us, any kind of situations that you're aware of that maybe we can put a little light to. We definitely want this to become something that is not really a resource, but a
pay it forward.
Yeah. Kind of. Yes.
Like I got help from these people and I'm going to pay it forward because they didn't have to be kind. I mean, we did.
Right.
We didn't, and
we're not asking anybody to pay it forward.
No,
we're just saying like, you never know that one moment could turn it around. But yeah,
like a letter that just says you are worth it.
Exactly.
And that's all it could say. And that person could keep that letter and be like, you know what? I am not going to keep struggling with sobriety. I'm going to be sober. I'm not going to not go to that job interview because I do deserve that job.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not going to go to that event because there's people who are like, I'm going to go to this event. I'm going to do it. They're all excited. And then their brain starts. They don't want to.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
You can open that. You could hang that note up on the door. I have stuff on the back of my door. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Just things that could pop you up during the day. I mean, one of them says if cauliflower can become pizza crust, you can become anything. And let's be honest, if that's true, and I've had cauliflower pizza and it's really not that bad.
Oh, I've
really
never
not
tried
that
it.
bad.
Well, I think that I had a brain fart just now. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Because
you worked.
Well, just everything that we're looking to pour into this, we just want it to be something special because what we are offering is what we could have used at one point in time in our life, maybe multiple points in time in our life.
From childhood right up to adulthood.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. But as far as sorry, I'm bringing it back again, girl. Bringing it back.
Okay. I like that you bring it back. That's what they expect from us.
Why do you think we put our life on autopilot? Do you think that in our minds we have this idea that we have time?
I don't even think
we have time to figure it out, or I'll do it later mindset, or waiting for that right time that never comes. I mean,
to be honest,
I feel like we put ourselves in autopilot because we assume that's what we have to do.
I could see that.
I do assume that I have time to, but I also every day I say to myself, time is the only thing I don't have a balance of.
That's true.
I can check my bank account balance. I can check my, I can check my blood sugars. I can check, just anything.
I can check my heart
rate. You can check anything like that.
But I can't.
But you don't know the value of time you have remaining.
That's true.
Which is why it's so important to just love people, like give love. And, we've talked about death a little bit. And I always say, like, I've never really feared death. I've had strange things happen to me in life and death just doesn't really scare me. But I do fear leaving the world a little less loved.
I could see that. To be honest, I would tell you why I can't start my life the way I want to is because I'm afraid. I am afraid like you wouldn't believe. I am afraid of if I was my true self. And you know that lately because and a plethora of you women are going through perimenopause. I have perimenopause rage. And it comes out, I could be like, I'm fine. And then it is a full on half an hour rage fest. And I cannot control my mouth. I cannot control my anger. I cannot control my feelings. I could not. And then I have this outburst and then I have to apologize to everybody. And normally I hate to say it, it's my kids, it's my family, know, it's the dog. I'm like yelling at him and he's going, what the hell did I do? And I'm like, you just, weren't sitting on the couch correctly. It's stupid shit. But then it's like, and then afterwards, I am so afraid that I have just offended everybody. But then in the other part of me is like, dude, how long have you been holding on to that it took you that long to have that half an hour breakdown and just why do you have to feel bad about expressing.
Let me explain it to you this way. There are people younger than us that don't have later.
That's true.
That no longer have later. And that's something you should think about every day. Life is really something we take for granted.
It is.
I see a lot of things. I see a lot of transitioning over, and life is precious. I cannot tell you how many times I have been with a patient who is critically ill and had another patient in a room asking for a sandwich and ringing their bell and ringing their bell and ringing their bell. They obviously know that the alarms are going off. They know that a code has been called and they can hear it, but still all they're worried about is that peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. I just don't think I couldn't. That's one of the, I told you I had volunteered with the ambulance service and I couldn't ride. All I could think about was like, is that person okay? And after you have taken care of that spot, there's no more information unless the person reaches out to you. I couldn't let it go. So that's why I chose a role of recruiting and of more of an administrative nature to help, because all I could think about was I need to make sure they're all right.
Yeah.
And you just can't. It's HIPAA laws, everything else. You can't, know.
Well, and I just had a conversation the other day about how can I get over the sad stuff? And by sad stuff, I mean the things that happened that shouldn't happen, that were preventable because of a neglectful situation. And those are the kind of things that stick in my head, and I just can't get past it. And my biggest drawback is that I'm not very good at sympathy. Like, I'm not going to feel sorry for someone, but I am very empathetic. So I feel what they feel 100%. And like all of those emotions come over me and I don't know how to turn that off.
No. And that's how I am. I want to make you better. Not just you, but anybody who's struggling. Like, I want to help you carry that load. And I think that's why you and I connected like we did, because I'm like, oh, I see you need me to help. Let me help. And you're like, wait a minute, I got it. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And then I look at something, let me help you. But that's us. And I think that's why this works, because we're both thinking, let's help and let's go out and help.
Well, and that's kind of how your little analogy went too. Like, you feel like we were waiting.
Oh yeah, we were.
And now we've drifted towards one another and we're coming afloat.
And we're going to swim like ducks.
Yeah.
Shake your tail feather.
And you can like water off a duck's back.
Quack, quack.
Just let it fall off, girl. Let it fall off. That's why you need to stop worrying about what people think, because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, who are you always going to be with? 24/7, 365 days.
Myself.
Exactly.
So like yourself.
So
love
who
yourself.
Is the most important person? Not that you should be selfish. That's what I'm saying.
No, but you should be a priority.
But you should take care of yourself. You cannot take care of others until you take care of you.
That's true. That is 100% true.
But I mean, let's think about like other things. Like at certain times, you've got to give yourself permission to let go. Fuck it. You want to take that trip? You can be broke in another country too. You can be broke at home and you can be broke in another country. Yeah. But you know what? You're going to have fun and you're going to remember that. And that's going to be something you're going to look back on forever.
And not go, oh, look, I paid my bills.
Exactly. No.
The bills are always going to be there, people.
I'm like, exactly. Like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, I mean, there's like that. You got to have that wake up moment. There is that wake up moment where you say to yourself, life is fragile as hell. Yeah. And honestly, life is really fragile. There is a very fine line between us breathing and not breathing. Oh, yeah. A very fine line.
And it's whenever, I mean, like you said, it's fleeting. Nobody knows their time. So stop putting out hate and put out some kindness. And then at least you left the world better than what you found it in.
Well, and honestly, maybe life is not about the big moments. Maybe it's just like a random day where you're just happy that you're alive.
And we should all be
don't hate being alive.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's how many people, and I wonder with talking on here and different things, how many people are like, you know what, it's Wednesday and I can load up that podcast and it's something for me to hold on
so.
to. And I do.
hope
I
there's
hope
people that think that, like that we have
"Holy crap,
that
these kids
encouraging
have,"
words.
And maybe it is because we do talk about a plethora of stuff and we're honest. We're honest with each other. We're honest with what our situation.
We're very honest.
Which is, we're very open with
We're getting ourselves in trouble sometimes.
Oh, yeah. And I think very much to John, who's like, hey,
behave yourselves.
Before you go, remember. And I'm like, yep.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, and I do feel like having you has really made things better for me. And now I feel like I am living. Like, I know that Mondays you and I have an appointment.
Yeah.
And it's our day and we're off and we pick different days during the week that we go and do stuff depending on who has to work. And, but I like that. I like when you're like, hey, I'm just going to run out to the city. You want to ride? And I'm like,
I love that you're up for spontaneous
like,
trips. That's my favorite thing about you, Kelly.
And
my favorite thing. No, not really. Not my favorite.
And I like that I showed up today and your mother-in-law was here and we went out and we had fun. We went out and just bebopped around and we talked and she was happy. And I mean, she made the joke and that was a funny joke.
That was a good joke.
Yeah, I'm sorry, people were going to keep it PG, but it was a good joke for her. And it was just going to do what we did, just meeting who we met and things we, whatever. It was freaking great. And it was something to do other than take my kids to school and come home and sit there.
And that's something that's a point that I want to make. It's important to romanticize your little things. Yes. I mean, even if it's just a small trip to town, like laughing till you cry, that's probably my favorite. Like driving, like with your music blasting, like you're riding in a movie. Have you ever like drove and just like roll down your window, let your hair flow, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, I'm a hot bitch."
My God! To be honest with you, I find a song I like and I turn it up, and I have to pass a trooper's barracks every day. 2 to 3 times a day, depending on, like, they know, because I got pulled over.
They're like, oh shit, there goes Kelly.
I got pulled over. Sorry, babe, I didn't tell you. And he's like, I turned on the music and he's like, you were looking at your phone. And I said, no, I wasn't. I said, I was trying to get the song to change because I had my phone hooked up. And so he's like, okay. And so we're talking about the thing, why I couldn't get the phone to hook up. And he helped me, which was kind of nice. He's like, oh, you're kind of in a dead zone for Wi-Fi. He's like, you're going to have to pull up, blah, 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 blah. He's like, well, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm listening. I put on YouTube music and I listen to it. And he's like, you have satellite radio. And I'm like, I know I have satellite radio, but satellite radio doesn't play
exactly what I want to hear.
Yeah. It doesn't have this playlist I have.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, okay. So, he explains to me what I was doing wrong and it was something stupidly simple. And then I asked if I was getting a ticket and he's like, no, I do see that you drive past here 3-4 times a day. And I'm like, yeah, I got to cart my college kids, by the way, that don't drive to school. And he made just a comment about that. He's like, yeah, you're going to drive them to their wedding. And I said, yeah, probably. Right. Just probably. And I was like, he said, no. He goes, okay, you weren't on your phone. So you weren't on your phone. I said, no. And he goes, do you drive on your phone? I said, no. And he said, okay, safety. And then gave me the little spiel about that. And he looked at like my insurance and stuff. And then he's like, you got studded snow tires on. And I was like, I'm waiting for my state taxes so I can get new. He's like, okay. He's like, just in April, by the end of April, you have to have them off. And I was like, oh, no. Yeah. I'm like, no, I know. And like everything's set. It's just having the money to buy. Why are tires so expensive? I have no idea.
And I feel like you're also tempting Mother Nature to rain hell on us again.
Yeah. If I take them off, then it's going to freaking snow.
No, having them on.
Oh, geez. No, if I keep taking them off, she's going to hit me with one more and say, slide around, lady.
I know. Whenever I woke up the other morning, it was fucking snowing. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh my God, we left somewhere and it was snow and I was like, are you kidding me?
Exactly. It was ridiculous. I did
not like that.
Well, I mean, do you think that, like I said earlier, giving yourself permission to actually live, you want to do things without waiting for any approval?
Hey, we're going to go do something, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
I'm excited.
We're excited. We're going to a concert.
Yes. Yes.
We're so excited.
And we're going to have a good time and I am not going to act that much of a fool. I don't know. We got
lawn tickets, so we're going to be crazy.
Man,
if you guys see us on the news.
Yeah, you're like, she wandered and it's just me standing in the middle of I-88.
Yeah, with the helicopter spotlighting on you and you're just like, fucking right, bitches. Girl, bye.
Trying to twerk, because my daughter came home and she explained to me twerking and like how to do it. And then she showed me and I
have tried to twerk and I cannot make a diamond do it.
Pattern.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a butt.
Can she twerk?
She says she can. Faye, we're going to have you on and just
I feel like I need to see you twerk, girl. I need to see you twerk. I have attempted.
She has
I can
self-love
do
there.
like this weird little butt jiggle thing. I'll have to show you sometime.
I tell you what, so here you and I we started this weight loss journey where you're like really evening out. And it's like,
dude,
I'm
I'm
just
not
steal
evening
your boobs,
out.
my boobs, my legs, my butt. Gone. Fantastic. Great. Look at this. I mean, yeah, no, I know people can't see, but like,
Right.
Come on, like even
you want it to be
out.
Proportionate. I see what you mean,
man.
I have a lot of hair in my slipper.
I would just like a butt. I'm sitting on my bone here.
I'm sitting on my bone too. I have no butt anymore, and it's sad.
I'm telling you,
I have skin. I have a butt flap.
Yeah.
It's not really a butt. It's a butt
thing
flap
with two bones in it. And
I gotta part the cheeks to shit. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. Like I got curtains back there now.
Look, taking a poop is a reason to live.
Oh my God, it brings a whole new meaning to meat curtains. I have flesh curtains on my ass cheeks, dude. You saw me jiggle my ass cheeks at you.
Great.
You knew they're fucking floppy.
I thought about going do.
I mean, it is what it is. Like it honestly doesn't bother me. It's just funny. Like I can't help but find it. Listen, I got Bell's palsy one time and I literally tormented my mother by sending her videos of me swishing water.
I can see you doing
I tormented the hell out of her.
Another picture or another video of you drinking, Jennifer. Son of a bitch.
She hated
Poor
it.
mom.
And I would just send her a picture of me smiling and my face would be all crooked. And she was just like, I hate you, Jennifer.
But I love you and I hope you're feeling better.
She was so mad at me.
Oh my God. Nope, I don't. I just... lately, I've been jiggling my stomach at people. I'm like, look at how jiggly this is. And they're like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's like fucking pudding over here. And I'm like, I didn't want you to touch me, but still.
So I think that, like we've said so many times before, and I think that this is going to be something that we will constantly reiterate. Everyone is just winging it.
Yes. 100%.
There is no manual.
Not at all.
There is no instruction book. We weren't born with a little guide how to or a how it's made tag or whatever.
People are doing better than you, and maybe they are, but not in ways that you might be. So while somebody could be financially doing very well, their home life may be not as good, where your home life could be fantastic, but financially you're not doing very well. So instead of looking at that enviously or them looking at you enviously, you could come together and help each other.
Right. Well, and the thing is even put together people are just faking it.
Oh God. Yes.
At some point, there's many times whenever I've put on my serious face and said, all right. And I've talked about things I know about, and I've been intelligent, and I've had serious conversations, but inside I was saying, oh, fuck, am I saying the right thing?
Yeah.
Am I right? Wait, hold on. Should I fact check?
Oh my God. Well, I had that. I told you I went to church and had the whole thing about how I had to talk about the community meals and but I had that smoking thing before I had gone. I didn't think about it and was like, and I turned around to everyone and I was like, oh, bye. I sat down and I sat there for a minute. I turned around, looked at Tom. I was like, did I say all that out loud? And he was like, yes. And I was like, was it cohesive and sounded good? He's like, no, you were fantastic. And I was like, oh, okay, good. And he's like, why? I was like, I was just winging that shit.
It's freaking ridiculous how you can just literally pull that safety net over you and just okay, question now. Good question for you, Kelly. If you can do that in times where you need to present something, why can't you do that in your personal life?
I just can't. I don't know. I don't like people to be mad at me.
But it's possible. It's possible though. You have to realize that you've got all of these wonderful qualities.
She's looking at me like earnestly too.
I'm being serious.
But no, you're right. And
I'm not putting a face on. I'm being me.
You're right. But I don't know. because it goes into how we see
learn
ourselves.
to see that. I need to like sneak into your house every morning and leave you positive affirmations. Or you know what? I just start texting you positive affirmations every day.
And then
I'll be like,
I'll
"You're
talk
fucking
to
beautiful,
text
bitch."
it, and then you'll be like, "What the fuck she say?" Then
Right.
you send it to John.
Now, you know, I talked to text you yesterday, and it was all coherent. And it you know, my Siri even puts in periods.
You know what? Then it must be over Apple and Samsung, because Samsung does not. She does me dirty. And my old one, I used to say the punctuation. When I say it in this one, it writes the word. So if I'm like, "Hey, I just went to the store," period. It will write period instead of putting the period. Space, exclamation point, blah, blah, blah. And the other one, I used to dictate notes like that. And I remember being at a meeting and somebody's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm dictating a note." And he's like, "How many times did you say comma and period?" I was like, "It's so when I go to look at it, I can read it."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "You need to do that." And I was like, "Yes."
Well, it's really weird. Like Siri has started this AI shit. So whenever you talk to her and say like, "I'm talking and I'm using expression," or "I'm pausing," she'll put like commas where you pause.
Oh, nice.
And she'll put like, as she reads it back to you too, she reads it with expression too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look,
I like telling her dirty
Samsung,
words.
come on. Samsung, you need to start.
It's really weird. It's really weird. But like, I don't know. I mean, but I use that Apple CarPlay in the car, and listen, we're an Apple family. I'm sorry. We're an Apple family.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're Samsung over here.
Everything's Apple.
Everything is with you. I'm like, yep. Then we get to this. I'm like, no, I'm Samsung. Sorry.
Well, there's something about, I'm telling you, I've had an Apple iPhone since the 4, and I am just, it's like I've tried to go to Android, and it's just,
I don't know.
It's just
Maybe
not the same anymore.
Maybe because that's all I've used was an Android, and I know how to use it. Where like now I'm at an age where anything new is confusing. Look, I got in that rental car and couldn't figure out. This was the first time I had ever seen a push button start, and couldn't figure it out. Like the guy had to get in the car. He's like, "Ma'am, you have to push the button," and I'm like, "What button?" And then the whole way home, I couldn't figure out how to turn the heat off. And I'm yelling at the car, "Turn off the heat, turn off the heat."
God.
And there was a button, but I was so thrown off by the screen and everything else. And this was my first time in something this new.
Right.
I couldn't figure it out. And then my husband made me change lanes. He knows I don't do that. This is the lane I'm in.
The first time I got a push button car I kept almost putting the keys in the ignition. Every freaking time. And then it was the weirdest thing too, because the remote, whenever I got in the car, if the remote died, I had to plug it into the center console and reconnect it to the car. It was weird.
And at that point, you're like, why am I not just sticking a key in here?
Right, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
No.
It was very strange. Cars have gotten weird, but I mean, you know.
But now it's so you can't fix your own car and stuff. Everything's made so you have to pay somebody else.
So expensive. Agreed. Well, I think that some of y'all adults have a plan.
And we would like to know that plan.
I 100% don't have a plan. I want you to know that my evening, I ate 2 chicken tendies. I had a package of paninos.
Ooh.
And then I ate a candy bar. So that was my dinner.
I made corned beef and cabbage.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, because I bought corned beef for St. Patty's Day, and then when I went back to the store, they must have really overbought. Sale. Yeah, they were on. Oh, I paid like $7.49.
No freaking way! I'm gonna have to go check. I love corned beef.
And then like I watched it. This old lady watched me like flip them all out. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I like everything to be the same price." And there's Tom standing there going, "Yeah, she's nuts. I'm sorry, she has OCD." And then I put everything back in like order where it started from like the least amount to the other one, and the guy from the meat department comes over.
Girl,
like,
that's crazy. You don't
I'm
have
like,
to do
I'm
that.
just trying to help people. And
don't they
like,
put them in by date?
Oh God, no. Well, figure you put it in however you put it in, but once somebody gets their hands in there, everything's everywhere.
Yeah, true.
And I am a date checker. I'm sorry, people. I look
check
at
dates
the date
too,
because you never know.
That's fine. I check dates too. I wouldn't be ashamed of that. I check dates on everything because I've been to the grocery store several times and I've gotten expired stuff.
And we want to live freely, but also don't want to die from something.
I mean, not that I think I'll die.
Well, we don't want to eat something that's going to give me a tummy ache.
Yeah, I don't want a tummy ache, man. Ugh. Tummy aches are the worst.
You know what sucks though? Like, I don't know if other people have kids that drink coffee. Like my kid can drink coffee. Like caffeine doesn't affect him whatsoever. So he can drink caffeine, coffee, whatever, all day long. And he does, which I wouldn't mind if he bought coffee, but he doesn't. And he has like 80 different kinds because that's me. He's like, hey, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I only like one kind of coffee.
Yeah, I'm the same.
So I'm like, stop drinking mine. You have like 80 different kinds from like Death Wish coffee to like the expensive
and
stuff.
And it's weird too, because at one point I really liked flavored coffee. And it's like, as I've gotten older, and even now, like I put a little bit of cream, but not much.
Mine is donut blend coffee.
I'd use donut blend too. No freaking way, dude.
A little bit of French vanilla, but I have been liking this toasted almond biscotti. A little bit of that.
Delicious.
And I'm good. And sometimes 2 cups depending on the day.
I do the donut shop coffee, and then I put in Irish cream, and then I top it with brown butter chocolate chip cookie with cold foam.
I saw that the other day. I was like, what's she doing?
Oh my God, it's the best thing ever, but it's probably why my weight stalled. It's probably that's sticking to me.
I had said the other day, I was like, oh, I can't believe how much I ate all weekend. And Tom's like, didn't you just have like 2 pieces of corned beef? And I was like, I sampled that corned beef all day long. Like, I was like, no, I think if you took me somewhere and I sweated, it would be corned beef. I'm sorry. It was really good. And I was sitting home all by myself. So I was over there, I was making sure, because I kept rotating it around in my crock pot. And I had like 4 chunks in there because I had gotten a pretty good deal. So I don't know. So I was like, oh, I should probably test this. I should probably eat half of it to myself and not say anything. Because how would they know? They don't know what I bought.
Oh, God, girl, you're crazy. You're crazy. Well, I think that in the end, our best advice is do what you want.
Like we do with
life is short. Somehow it's really the longest Tuesday ever, but life is short. And you should, like I said, book the trip. Worst case, you're broke, but you're in a different location.
You are.
Hello.
You know what? Listen to the podcast like this one.
Exactly.
Listen to this one.
Comment, like, and subscribe. No,
exactly.
Isn't that what they say on like?
Yes, comment, like, survive. And you know what?
Subscribe.
Maybe we'll all our fans will all get together. We'll take one big ass freaking trip. We'll take over something great.
Hell yeah.
Like Spain.
And
Could
know
you
what?
imagine?
You know what else? We'll go and we'll drink overpriced coffee. You know why? Because we deserve it.
Exactly. That's like going to Italy and not eating pizza or something Italian or having an Italian. I mean,
yeah.
I'm trying to think the Julia Roberts. I made reference of that to you the other day where I think it was Eat, Pray, Love, where she was eating the pizza and she said it to the neighbor or the girl she was with. And she's like, no, I've gained so much weight. She goes, no man is going to kick you out of bed. Like, eat the damn pizza. Like, we're here. Never again. You're never going to have this again.
Well, and my one thing that I always think of is, it's funny, Schitt's Creek, whenever Moira says, take the picture, take the damn picture. And I mean, that's
Catherine
true.
O'Hara,
Catherine O'Hara. Yes, absolutely. Love Catherine O'Hara. But I mean, it's true though. I mean, Moira was a bit of a mess. She was a bit of a mess, but she absolutely loved herself. And that's so important.
And she played that. Now, see, think about Catherine O'Hara and her thing. She played that through the whole thing. I mean, Home Alone. There she is, Kevin's mom. And the whole thing there. And I mean, she realized what she did. She had nuts and she had the same reaction any mother would bring. She got in that truck. She was going to make it home to her kids. She didn't care how the hell she was going to do it. She was selling her earrings. She was selling her watch.
Right.
She was begging people. She rode with John Candy and his polka group. I mean, that's the type of stuff that somebody who's living is doing.
Right.
To get to, or to take care of, or to help, or to be.
They're just throwing caution to the wind.
Caution to the wind, and they did when they forgot their kid. But, you know, hey, the kid made a bunch of money off that. I mean, Macaulay Culkin was a great actor and still is a great actor.
Well, and you know, Kelly and I just had a conversation the other day, and we were talking about how the relationship between the two of us has evolved and how much we really appreciate one another. And a lot of things that, wait, what is wrong? Does something smell?
I smell cinnamon.
Oh, I don't have anything cinnamon.
No, and I was I had cinnamon this morning that I was trying to do something with.
Okay.
But
I'm
anyways,
like,
that's like my hands just really smell like cinnamon. Sorry, people. I'm like, why do I smell cinnamony?
Well, girl, let me bring it back. Cinnamon, Jesus. Well, we were talking about like how important things have become between us. And I told Kelly, I said, one thing that I've always done and like that I realized, well, not always done, because like I said, I was meek and timid, but everything that I do, I just lead with my heart.
You do.
And sometimes my brain will fight me and be like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. But then I'm like, well, my heart really says this is the right thing to do. And I don't know.
And you say, you know what? I'm just going to follow the heart.
Yeah. And
because your brain is a liar. We did.
We did.
Your brain is a liar.
And you know, the thing is like, I feel like my soul recognizes your soul because you have that very similar, like, I just want to lead with my heart. But I think you need to give your heart more because you're letting you're letting your brain override your heart sometimes.
I do.
And that's crazy because no matter what, like, I have never heard anybody. I was in town the other day and I haven't told you this yet, but I did run into somebody and I was like, oh yeah, Kelly and I are, and she goes, oh, Kelly. Oh my God. I love Kelly. She's so amazing. And I was like, yep, that's Kelly. So listen, Kelly, everything that you do, even though sometimes you just stress and worry, like, it's seen.
It's why I never pay for coffee.
Girl, it's seen. You should know that. It's seen. Well, the other thing that I was going to say is I kind of want to ask people, what's something that you've been putting off? What is the last time that you actually felt alive? Are you living or are you just aggressively existing?
I actually know something that sparked myself, and it was having a conversation with somebody, and it was an online conversation with someone I don't know personally, but through the chance of meeting and then talking through texting and whatnot, and on the phone and FaceTime or whatnot. That made me feel more alive and seen than I had been in years. Would I continue with it? No. It wasn't anything bad. It was a friendship that was a friendship, and eventually I know the friendship will be.
It'll diminish.
It will diminish. I know that it's coming. Like I've already made my what do you want to call it?
You started your exit.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I know what the eventual end is going to end up being. And while I appreciate everything this person is doing for me and I am doing for them, and we're holding each other up, and it's not Jen, people, this is somebody I physically don't know in real life.
Yeah.
We are being very mentally helping one another mentally and emotionally. And eventually it's going to come to a point where they no longer need me and I no longer need them. And I don't see them wanting to continue any further in the friendship, which whatever is their prerogative and everything else. Yeah. And that's how I see the eventual end of this. They believe it's going to be something different, or they have stated to me that they believe that we will be great friends, will be great whatevers. That's just, and maybe like you said, like my heart thinks something, but my brain thinks something different, and my brain doesn't think that that's what's going to happen.
Right. Well, and you got to give yourself grace, girl. Got to give yourself grace.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's not bad to hold on to those things that do make you feel good. Like, I think that those things are important. You've got to have something for yourself that you can always rely on. And it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody else, but even like the comfort you find in speaking your truth and being yourself, that is able to happen within those conversations. And I think that's where it is so gratifying.
And we do. You and I have very raw and real conversations. And I've had very raw and real conversations with this person. And it helped. Whether I don't believe this person listens to our podcast, so I'm not worried about them hearing it. And even if they do, I don't really give a flying shit. I didn't mention their name. I didn't
Right.
mention anything that they talked about. It was just, I'm just saying we've been helping each other mentally. And
Mhm.
eventually, I'm sure that it won't be beneficial for them and they'll just bounce off. So.
Well, you never know. You never know. Like I told you earlier, you need to put those good words out into the universe. Say, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is how it's going to be. And once you speak those into existence, they're obtainable.
It is.
I mean,
Jason Statham is
and
going to ride past my house on a motorcycle that will break down and nobody will be in town.
oh no!
And for some reason, I possess all the knowledge on how to fix a motorcycle, and he'll have to come to my house.
right.
But he doesn't have any money.
And his clothes are soaking wet.
They are.
And so now you have to wash them. And
I mean,
well,
could be a chicken in the road. That started
right.
it. Not that I sent the chicken out there, but hey,
just some comforting words. You don't need a whole new life. You just need to start actually living the one that you're in.
And you deserve it.
Stop waiting for permission. This is it. This is your life. Go do
Say the
something
weird
small that makes you feel alive, even if it's just not answering your emails.
Yeah. Put it aside. Take an afternoon and just go do something. Like you said, go outside and get grounded.
Mhm.
I go outside every morning. I take off my slippers barefooted and I just stand there with my feet on the grass. And I just think to myself, I am connected. I am grounded. I am here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I normally have to yell at the dog to get out of the road. But after that, we're all good. We're all good.
Well, and, the thing to remember is we're all out here just doing our best. If your best today was just getting through it, remember that still counts.
It does.
And I think that's it. I think we're good.
And like we said, we're going to start popping up around at places and being part of things. And we want you guys to come see us.
Yeah, we would
Tell
love
us
it.
what
We'd
you
love
think.
it.
I will let everybody try on my fake hair if they want. I'll bring it
Oh my
over.
goodness, here she goes.
I have 27
All right,
pieces.
girl.